For President Trump, golf is more than just a game, it's a way of life. It seems he'd rather entertain world leaders like Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe on the links than in the White House. And Trump casual? It's not jeans and sneakers, it's khaki pants and golf shoes, even for a visit to tour the U.S.-Mexico border as a candidate. In March, the president held a meeting with several cabinet secretaries at his course near Washington, and he's spending a 17-day working vacation at his Bedminster, New Jersey golf club, though he tweeted, "This is not a vacation, meetings and calls." But also,
my star doing a good job for you all.
Golf. Trump, in a clear state of play, greeted guests of a wedding Saturday at Bedminster's clubhouse. All this time on the course,
President Trump for the birdie.
Head-scratching, considering Trump constantly hammered President Obama for golfing.
Everything's executive order, because he doesn't have enough time because he's playing so much golf. I'm going to be working for you. I'm not going to have time to go play golf.
He played more golf last year than Tiger Woods. I love golf. I think it's one of the greats, but I don't have time.
But I'm not going to be playing much golf, believe me. If I win this, I'm not going to be playing much golf.
At this point in his presidency, Obama had spent 11 days golfing. Since taking office, Trump has visited his golf properties several days each month, 48 in total as of Tuesday and counting. In 2012, Trump criticized Obama for playing mostly with close friends, tweeting he should play golf with Republicans and opponents. That way, maybe the terrible gridlock would end. As president, Trump has not taken his own advice. He's played with senators, but only members of his own party. Rand Paul back in April, and Senator Bob Corker in June, joined by football great Peyton Manning. The president has teed it up with CEOs and quite a few professional golfers, including Ernie Els, David Frost, and Rory McIlroy, who revealed in February he'd played 18 holes with the president after now White House press secretary Sarah Sanders told reporters Trump had played only a couple of holes that day. The White House has tried to downplay just how much golf Trump plays and with whom, saying a trip to a golf course doesn't mean he played.
Just because you go somewhere doesn't necessarily mean that you did it. So on a couple occasions, he's actually conducted meetings there. He's actually had phone calls. So just because he heads there doesn't mean that that's what's happening.
But in the era of social media, even the walls of the country club have ears and eyes. On Instagram in March, check out that presidential golf glove. And in June,
it's the only place you can drive on the green, right? Your own golf course.
Busted on Twitter breaking a cardinal rule of golf etiquette. But that's the norm, according to sports writer Rick Riley, who played with Trump when he was writing his book, Who's Your Caddy?
When you drive on a putting green, it's like parking on the steps of the church. It's like bringing your own ham to a great restaurant. It's just not done. It's the worst thing you can do. And he also parks his cart on the tee box. I've witnessed this. You've seen it, and people are like, oh no, that was the apron of the green. No. He drives across the green, and when you ask him why, he says, hey, it's my course.
Trump has only visited courses he owns since becoming president. He has 17, from Los Angeles to the East Coast to Ireland, Scotland, and the United Arab Emirates. He takes as much pride in his courses as he does his game, so those trying to get on his good side do best to mention it.
But here's what I tell you about the president. He's the most competitive person I've ever met. Okay, I've seen this guy throw a dead spiral through a tire. I've seen him at Madison Square Garden with a top coat on. He's standing in the key and he's hitting foul shots and swishing them, okay? He sinks 3-foot putts.
Short-lived communications director Anthony Scaramucci probably meant to say 30-foot putts. 3-foot putts aren't that hard to make, especially the Trump way.
Most people give you a putt within the leather. That means the length of the leather grip on your putter. He takes putts within a driver. And he just, like those long drivers, he just rakes everything. Everything's good, and it's all happening quickly. And you're like, that can't have been good, but he's gone. And it's just like, well, wait a minute, what about that putt you just took? And by that moment is gone. And now he's over here tipping some greenskeepers, and then he's over here yelling at some people that are building his cart path, and it's madness.